Good morning, Shelly. Hi. Good morning. Hi. Hey, good morning, Richard. Just wait for a few more people, and then we'll get started so I don't have to say everything over and over. Let's walk around here. Ooh, it's so cold this morning. Ooh, Chichibu is cold. So here they have over 1,500 statues. I think there are more than that, but I guess that's the official count, maybe the big ones. And they say if you look, you'll find one that looks like someone you know. Just give people a little more time. I love these old ones. These bas relief. These look like the wise men. All right, well, I guess we'll get started because I don't want to run out of battery. Oh, look, this is the night festival. I'm going to be live streaming. Hey, Mitzi. Hey, Mindy. Yay, good timing. So we're at Temple 4, and I was just noticing this poster. This is the night festival. It's going to be December 2nd and 3rd, and it's the third largest festival in Japan. And it has all these yatai, these wonderful floats. And the one from my neighborhood is this one. This is parked 2 doors down from my house. And that's like my neighborhood people that are on it. But anyway, I will be live streaming that. Hey, Iris, nice to see you. Great. So December 2nd and 3rd, it'll be Chichibu's evening, so probably your morning. And I guess I'll just live stream as much as I can. It's really beautiful. Okay, so here we are at Kinshōji, Temple 4. And this is the most popular temple on the pilgrimage. And for one of the reasons is that it has a gazillion statues. And it also has a rare, what they call a Maria canon, which is a canon, it's a Virgin Mary disguised as a canon, so that Christians, Japanese Christians, could worship secretly during a time when Christianity was banned and punishable by death here. So here are these giant waraji, which are the shoes that pilgrims used to wear, which is hard to believe. I can't imagine walking this distance in these. straw shoes. And then these are the Neo Guardians. They're to keep bad spirits out. And I also read somewhere that because they had a lot of priceless things out here, these also scared away potential sort of uneducated, superstitious robbers. Then here's the main hall. When you go into a temple, you always bow, and then you go in on the left or the right. And I learned from a monk recently, if you go in on the left, you start with your left foot. If you go in on the right, start with your right foot. And then there's all of these. These are all names of people who have done the pilgrimage over the years. God, it's freezing today. So these, the original nameplates were wood, and then at some point they started making these paper ones. I think these are like big donors. One of the things I love about this compound is that they always have a beautiful look at the purifying basin. They always have a little fresh flower arrangement, like a little ikebana. The autumn leaves are just beautiful around here right now. Ooh, look at this. So this is the Temperance Jizo. You guys have probably heard this story. Oh, look how beautiful. I wanted a oh, falling leaves. Another thing I love about this, hey, hello, this temple in particular is how the nature and the statues kind of interact. But this is this is a Temperance Jizo, and it was commissioned by a man during the Edo in the 1600s. Chichibu was actually the most important silk producing town in Japan, and the silk from Chichibu was so good that the shorthand for fine silk was Chichibu. And the Arakawa River flows through here, and silk merchants would put their silk on boats that would go down the Arakawa River to the Tokyo Bay. So there were a lot of wealthy silk merchants here. And this guy couldn't stop drinking sake. So he's sitting on a big sake barrel, supported by demons. And he was losing everything. His family, his business, his wife, his girlfriends. It's just everything was going to hell. So he commissioned this temperance Jizo. And see, he has the sake bowl on his head, which means in Japan, in bars, they used to, when they put the bowl on their head, that meant done. And so he was able to pull his life back together. But look at this. Look at these leaves. They're just, I could spend all day just looking at that. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, the perfection of nature. And see, here's another old. You can tell the old ones because they're so simply made. But with the moss and the ginkgo leaves, just incredible. Oh, here's a Jizo with a baby. This place really is something, and this is a great time to see it too. We'll just take a quick peek in here because we have a lot to do. Whoa, so pretty. This is such an interesting, this cannon is so huge that they had to make a two-story, or not two, I don't know what this is called. Anyway, big building for it. Oh, these little kids. And she's standing on that wonderful dragon. So for those of you who don't know, the dragon is another form of Kannon. He manifests as a dragon sometimes to help. Oh, look, people have put pinned heart sutras back here. Oh, and look, you can see the autumn leaves out of the round window. And then this is a wonderful old row. I don't know how much time we really have, but these are some other really beautiful old statues. Hey, that looks kind of like Shelley. And there's Mitzi. Just kidding. But it does look a little bit like Shelley. Oh, this one's sweet with the lotus. Look at how beautiful. Ooh, chilly. I had this fantasy that I would start riding a bicycle everywhere, but now that it's cold, I'm not so sure. Look at all of these. They're just... Oh, look how sweet. Big pile of autumn leaves. It's like nature's offering. Oh, and these guys are cute. Look. 3 little Jizo. I wish Maria was here. She would love those. Oh, I love this mudra. I always talk about it, but it's the pointer finger of your left hand clasped by your right hand. And it symbolizes the inner wisdom that you possess, that you may not be totally in touch with. And it also symbolizes the sacred that's inside the mundane. Hey, Michael. So the pointer finger of the left hand symbolizes the sacred that's in all things, and then the outside of the right hand is the mundane world. I just love that. Oh, this is a cannon that always captures my attention because it looks almost like an Aztec. And it reminds me of things I saw in Mexico. And again, just look how the leaves just so perfectly fall, so gracefully. How does that happen? Yes, even the moss is beautiful. Look at this moss, it's really beautiful. Look how pretty. It's almost like ferns. I posted a little NHK thing about moss in Japan on the Facebook group. Oh look, here's another lovely fallen leaf arrangement. Again, so beautiful. It's like the most beautiful confetti in the world. Oh, I wish you were here too. It's a really beautiful time of year. And this is a very special temple. Ooh, so I was doing some research this morning. Just to see what else I could learn about Mary Canon. Oh, look at this. This Jesus holding the jewel, wish granting jewel, and then it's got this little, someone put a little Jesus there. It's covered in moss. Oh, and these are, I love these. And then this is the main hall, the hondo. So we're gonna do, I guess we'll light our candle and then incense, and then we'll say our prayer. Oh, sorry, here's another, a Senju, thousand-armed cannon. The thousand-armed cannon has all the tools you need for enlightenment. Okay, it's usually windy here and hard to keep these candles lit. Let's try. I brought a nice big one today. My pilgrimage bag. All my doodads in it. Oh, let's see if we can find a lighter. Here's a book. This is my book, our book cover. It's made of an old recycled obi. And there's our book. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a lighter. Okay. So, in Buddhism, candles represent enlightenment and impermanence, and also generosity, that you can light one candle with the flame of another and it doesn't make the original candle burn down any faster. I'm trying to get my incense. I need an assistant. Okay. So we're going to light our 3 sticks of incense. One for the Buddha, one for the Dharma, and one for the Sangha. Place them over here. Buddha, the enlightened one, Dharma, the teachings, and Sangha, the community, which is us. So now we'll go up. I love the gong here. So, since we're all friends here, I'm going to, there's a new development. A traditional offering in Japan is a go-en, which is a 5 yen coin. And that's because go-en also means, it's the same kanji means to make a meaningful relationship. But as the world changes, as all things do, banks in Japan are trying to get everyone to go cashless. So they made it very expensive to deposit 5 and 10 yen, like small denomination coins. So it costs the temples more than, so if you make a $10 roll of 5 yens, you have to pay $20 to deposit it. So, as much as it breaks my heart, I'm starting to give a 50 yen coin, which is like 50 cents, because I don't want to cause them trouble. So, you always drop a coin in, you never throw it. And then we're going to ring the gong. let Kana know we're here. I'm sure she knows. And where can we see her? Oh, she is. So I'll give you guys a few moments to add your prayers. Okay. And then this is the Mary Canon, and I was doing some research this morning, and because I'm wondering about this frog. So during the Edo, like for 200 years, between the 1600s and the 1800s, it was forbidden to be a Christian in Japan. And Japanese Christians were persecuted horribly. They were actually crucified, literally, nailed to crosses alive. But they discovered this way to worship secretly by commissioning these canon that look like the Virgin Mary. And the nursing ones are especially true of the Mary Canon. Sometimes it's hard to determine which is a Mary Canon, but they had these little clues, and I thought, wow, that's so nervy. But, it was pre-internet, so I guess you could get away with things like this. But one of the ways you can tell a Mary Canon, they have all these little Christian clues in them. One is just the nursing mother and the drapery and just the position. But also, they almost always have a cross somewhere on them, which I haven't been able to find. But they also have a frog. And I was researching this morning, and I found this interesting research paper all about the symbolism of frogs in Christianity. But I hadn't known this, but frogs are a symbol of fertility, and they also protect pregnant mothers and mothers in labor and newborns. And the frog is very closely connected with the Virgin Mary, which I thought was really interesting, because this is where people come to pray for safe, easy childbirth, and fertility and protection of their new babies. So I just thought that added an interesting new element. And a writer that I brought here several years ago had said that I guess Saint Michael is someone important in Christianity, and Kairu and Maikeru have some similar kanji, and she thought that that was also part of the connection. So anyway, this is this beautiful Mary Canon, and there are very, very few in Japan. Wow, and our candle's still burning. That's amazing. Okay, for those of you who would like to go with me, we're gonna go see this. Put this in here. We're gonna go see this anti-war memorial. It's not really a memorial, but it's more of a lesson. And if you don't have time and you don't want to stick around, I totally understand. But it should be pretty beautiful back there. Hello from Doc. Oh, love, sending so much love to Doc. Hello. Hello from Temple 4. Sending love to both of you. Oh, here's another nature's offerings. Maple leaves. Ooh, this is beautiful. So back here, for those of you who haven't seen this already, the most of the Kannon and Jizo are missing their heads. And I don't know. Don't know what kind of bird that is. They're having a nice conversation. So, to make a long story short, when World War II started and the emperor summoned all young men and boys, this was just, a very, not that remote, but it was just a silk making and farming community. And suddenly they got the call that all the men had to go fight in World War II. And so the mothers and grandmothers and sisters and young wives and daughters all came and snapped the heads off of these Kannon. Oh, look at that little hand. And gave them to their loved ones, hoping that Kannon would protect them and that they would be able to bring the heads back. But none of them made it back. I was thinking it would be interesting to try to track them all down. There are probably a lot of them in Okinawa. It's a beautiful Kannon. But for me, it's just very poignant and heartbreaking that each of these missing heads represents a missing father, son. Ooh, especially son, since I have one. And also, so in Buddhism, you have sort of a spiritual bank account, and anything good you do earns merit. And so one of the things people do is place stones where the heads would be. So for example, here's one. Oh, look how pretty with the vine growing up. So this will be for us Some merit. We'll just put this stone here. Oh, it has a little feathered hat. But if you're ever on pilgrimage or in a temple setting, any picking up trash, pulling weeds, you don't often have the opportunity to place a head, thank goodness. But any little thing that you do earns merit. And, in a sacred place like this, the merit is multiplied. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's so many. I'll have to come back another time. We could be here all morning. Let's see, how do I get out of here? I get so enchanted when I come to these places that I don't even pay attention to where I'm going. It's a pretty one. Beautiful, tall pine trees and Japanese maple mixed with bamboo. Oh, just do one more. There you go. Oh my gosh, I got so distracted. We're like hardly halfway through. Oh. She is a beauty. Can't really get. Just put a tiny little one on there. I have another little story from this area, this section. I came here about, several years ago I was here. And I was feeling very spiritual and my ego was having a little party. I was like, wow, I'm the only one here. Because it was during like a weekday and I just thought, I'm the only one here. And, it's so much more mystical and, with no other visitors and blah, blah, blah. I don't know, the things the ego says. And I was just, taking pictures and asking Canon. When I first started this pilgrimage, I would ask Canon, like, what do you want me to show people? And she would say, I don't know. That's your job. But I was in that stage of this whole process. And so I was feeling very spiritual and thrilled to be here and somehow, special. And then I heard a sound, like a rustling sound. And right there, was a big wild boar. It scared the hell out of me. And it was so funny because I felt like I was being so spiritually in tune, but actually I was being the antithesis of what Zen is all about. And hearing that sound and seeing that wild boar right there brought me right back to like true reality. And I hightailed it out of here. But it was funny because I was feeling so special, and I got brought back into present moment awareness. Look at this moss work of art. Wow. Hair. It's such an interesting little cave shrine. Also, in the old days, I mean, one of the reasons that a lot of these temples are where they are is that before temples were established, when Buddhism had just come over from China in the 700s, there were a lot of, well, not a lot, but there were mountain ascetics who would come park themselves in these caves, and they got a reputation for having healing powers. And so people would come from Edo, which is modern day Tokyo, and seek these guys out for healing. Speaking of healing, put some water on this gun for healing for Doc and anyone else who needs it. Mitzi. Hey, Sabrina. So then when they started establishing temples, because of the strong Shinto belief system here, they have a big respect for what they call power spots. And so these caves that the mountain ascetics chose, because they were power spots, kind of naturally became good places for the establishment of temples. All right, I'm going to kind of rush through this now. Ooh, it must be moss season. Oh, I always love this guy. It's a sweet face. But again, these are all representative of men and boys who were torn away from their families and their homes and sent to fight in World War II. Oh, look at the light. Can everyone see the golden light on that grass back there? You can see like the shafts of light and then the You will. Hopefully you'll all come someday, but you'll have to come before April or wait a couple of years because I'm going to escort my daughter to college in Maryland. Trying to see what I can see here. I just love that light. It's almost like heavenly. Oh, and look, this is all baby bamboo. That might be why the wild boar was back here. She was probably eating that bamboo. That light, I wish you guys were here. It has like that soft sort of fuzzy quality. It really looks like that. So interesting. All right, so I am going to... Why don't I just walk quietly for a while? Walked through that. That one shaft of light back there feels very cosmic. This hondo also has a very beautiful traditional Star Warsy roof. I hope Mindy's still here because the birds are singing for you. Oh, good. Sounds like they're having a tea party. I'm gonna see if I can get that. Oh, I don't think I can. I want to get that flaming heart and with the tree behind it, but I don't think I'll be able to pull it off. My arms aren't long enough. Okay. Oh, wait, maybe. Go up here. Ah. Nope, not meant to be. Oh well. It really is. Look at this spider web. Autumn leaves in it. Just thought I'd see what was down here. Oh. All that too. A lot of leaves I noticed look like mobiles. Thanks for joining, Sabrina. I'm gonna go get the calligraphy now. But if anyone's had enough, I totally understand. So feel free to do what you need to do, and I will post the calligraphy later on our Facebook group. I sure do love you guys. Really love my Sangha. It feels so nice to spend this Saturday morning with you. Thank you all for showing up. Oh, you're welcome, Shelly. Thank you for being here. Oh, good. Oh, I'm so glad you're feeling better. Good. Oh, love you too, Mitz. You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks to everybody for being here with me and for supporting me in this crazy project. Ah, an old peace pole. There's another Shelley-looking canon. I guess that's Jizo, actually. Jizo. Nah. Quintessential Japanese scene. So that little office right there is where we're going to go get our book signed. It's fun to watch the calligraphy if anyone wants to watch, and if the guy will let us. Some people are fine with it. Some people don't like it. This is Temple 4, Kinshōji. Can you believe we still have 30 temples to go? Oh, guys, I want to show Sabrina this. I don't know why. I think she'll appreciate it. This is the purifying basin. The caretakers always put flowers here. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, let's see if they'll let us. Konnichiwa. あ、いい匂い。何それ？ストーブ？お願いします。 すごい綺麗。あなた上手。本当に綺麗。ありがとうございます。すいません。はい。今日はすごい綺麗。葉っぱ、もみじとか。はい、すいません。
800円、
700円？
700円ね。
はい。
お返しになりますね。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
はい。また今度気をつけて。はい。すいません。はい。バイバイ。はい。
お気をつけてください。
ありがとうございます。Okay. We did it. Temple 4. So next week we will do Temple 5. I'm trying to think where Temple 5 is. Ah, it's a nice one. So here's our book. Let's just look so far. We have Temple 1's calligraphy. All the calligraphy this time has been really beautiful. Thank you. I'm wearing my gorilla jacket. It's so cold. Temple 2. Some people are more serious about the calligraphy than others, but so far we've been really lucky. Look at this. Ah, that's the one we just got. I love this part at the bottom. This. All right, guys. Love you. Have a wonderful week. I'm having ridiculous technical problems. I thought it would be really easy to take the Instagram format and just put it into a private Facebook group and a private YouTube channel, but my apps aren't working and I can't add music. So I have lots of beautiful footage, but I can't figure out how to make these darn apps work. And yesterday I went to a beautiful temple and a guy was using a leaf blower. So I really have to put music over it. And for some reason, it's just not working for me. But hang tight, and I'm doing my best, and I have lots more beauty to share. Love, love, love you guys. Be well. Goodbye. Bye, Mindy. If you're still here, give Doc a big hug for me, and a hug for you too. I can't see who's on, so just... Oh, thank you, Mindy. All right. Sending lots of love and blessings from the Chichibu 34 Canon Pilgrimage. See you next week. Bye.